Welcome everybody to
I Love You.
I Know. This
Wearing
is
the
the
shirt.
signature podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. You can find us here on YouTube every single Monday at noon on youtube.com/the Prolonged Engagement Show, or you can find us on our website at theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find the links to this show in audio format on your favorite podcasting service. We're actually on a I had checked different services to try and add us to some, and one that's really popular right now is it's called
what?
Fuck it, I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Shit.
You told me this the
It's
other
called
day. I don't know.
Castler or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's definitely not that. I don't know. It's on the website.
But it's a new one.
It's also in the description. I had forgotten that I had started to put all the podcasts, like the podcast service links, in the description of all the videos, and I had totally forgotten that I did that because my my TubeBuddy thing lapsed because I wasn't paying $5 a month for the damn thing any longer, and then I just totally forgot that I had stopped putting those in. So
that's not good.
The new one is on the website, and it's also in the description below, so you can find that. And yeah, I don't know what it's called. I really don't. I think it starts with a Q. Fuck it. I could just look it up instead of.
I know you could, but
could just look it up.
Looking like an idiot.
But anyway, I was having a really nice week.
We had a pretty
until.
Okay, I'd rather just skip this topic, but whatever.
Well, we're not.
We've had this conversation before.
No, we have not.
Yeah, we did. On the old show.
No, we didn't.
We didn't? I thought we did.
No, we had an episode about gun control, but because I'm pretty sure that had corresponded with Pulse, but
oh my god.
Overcast. God.
There we go.
Bless America. Overcast. That is the
and Pocketcast.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one on there, so.
No, Pocketcast has been on there for a while. We're on Apple Podcast, Google Play, Stitcher, Player FM, Overcast, and Pocketcasts. That's what we're on. So you can find us there. Like I said, I was having a nice week, relatively nice week. I mean, anytime that you hear that there's a mass shooting at a high school, it's not going to be a wonderful experience. However, it makes it even worse when Big Orange Cheeto, that a small amount of the country actually voted in, decides that he's now going to take his stupid face and say dumb shit like, well, violent video games and TV and shit like that, and I just need to tell him to go fuck himself.
Please don't. We'll end up being detained.
Well, I'm telling him to go fuck himself.
We'll be detained by the non-Russian military that we apparently have now.
Because, see, and because I thought that we were done with this. I really thought that this conversation was over. We had that type of thing happen in the early 2000s where some dumb Republican got up there and said, "Oh, violent video games. If it weren't for that, we would have no problems in this country, and there would be no mass shootings."
And then scientists actually studied that. Psychologists did, and sociologists, and found there is no correlation between violent video games or violent movies. There is no correlation between violent media and violent behavior.
You can watch all the fucking Quentin Tarantino movies you could possibly watch, and You know, just because frickin' Leonardo DiCaprio spills the N word every 5 seconds doesn't mean that you're going to.
No. You can ingest and watch horribly violent video games and movies and never hurt a fly.
You know, I've played games where you've played
GTA, which was
played Grand Theft Auto
back in the 90s, when this argument first started.
Yeah,
with Columbine.
It was just you know crazy. You know, it was just shit saying, "Oh, well, you know, look at this really violent video game where you go around, you kill cops and you get hookers and all this shit. Look at this, and there must be some correlation between all the bad shit that we're seeing happening and this specific video game." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?"
No, but it was proven that it's not.
All that this is doing, all that he's saying, all that because there's a few other in the GOP that are saying this as well. It's not just him. This has become a new thing now, and so
this isn't a new thing. This is something we've heard.
Well, it's something that we've heard, you know, years in, you know,
over the years, way too many times as gamers.
But I listen to these guys, Kind of Funny. And there's a guy on there, Greg Miller, and him and Colin Moriarty have always had this thing of saying, you know, at some point, all of the dinosaurs are going to die off.
Yeah.
And then all the dinosaurs are going to die off, and then we will never hear this argument again.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that we had gotten through this, and it just, like, fucking irked me when I heard it again, because all that this is just somebody sitting there saying, oh, no, it's not guns.
It's anything but the guns.
It's not guns. So it's your violent video games. So, to all those people saying that shit, fuck you. Because you've watched all these movies, you've watched all these TV shows where there's massive amounts of violence. The fucking Walking Dead was one of the you know, top TV shows on cable television, and what now? That's all it is violence.
Yep, violence against humans, violence against zombies.
It's massive. Violence. It's blood. It's bullets through people's heads.
Yep.
It's all that crap. Screwdrivers through eyes. It's gore, and that's all it is. Yep. But you know,
there's no proof to what they're saying.
But, you know, just because Rick Grimes is shooting a zombie in the head doesn't mean that this piece of shit is going to go into a high school and shoot and kill 17 students. What they need to do is stop treating everybody like they can't, like regular human beings that have normal brains and brain functioning can choose between right and wrong.
Well, you can't. You also cannot say, because there is no proof of this either, that mental health is tied to violence.
It's not.
Because I know I said this on the other video, but it's come up again with the Parkland shooter. Thank you. And it's aggravated me because they're like, oh, mental illness. There's no scientific proof to that.
Mm-mm.
Someone who shoots up a school, a mass shooter, is not mentally ill. End of story. There is no proof of that.
Well, also because
now Parkland may have been mentally ill. I don't know. I don't know his situation. I've never talked to him. I can't make that assumption. Because there are a lot of people... His lawyer is calling mental illness into question. Insanity at the time of the crime.
Insanity at the crime of the time doesn't mean that there was any mental illness.
That she's trying to make a connection to it.
Well, whatever.
Which unfortunately doesn't work. He based upon the fact that he left as a student,
mm-hmm.
He tried to blend in. He tried to act like he was just another victim. I'm sorry, if I'm looking at this from a forensic psychologist point of view, which I am, he would be completely sane at the time of the crime. Mm-hmm. Because he tried to hide his actions. He
knew exactly what he was doing. If you have a mental illness that's going to cause you to do something like that,
you're not.
Guess what? You don't know what you're doing at that point.
No.
And there has not been a single fucking mass shooter that has been mentally ill.
No.
Not a single fucking one.
And it's always something that kind of bothers me personally when it comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are like, oh, he has to be mentally ill to have committed this crime.
Nope.
No.
He can just be
he's just a horrible person who's done a horrible crime.
Mm-hmm.
And it bugs me. The fact that any time I've heard that, it's always with a mass shooter.
Oh, yeah. And here's the other thing. You know, they say mental illness. Have they done anything about said mental illness? Have they
made it easier for treatment? Have they made it easier to get pills? Have they made it easier for someone have they removed stigmatization of mental illness? No.
Nope. They're just making it worse. They do. That's what they do.
Because they're like, oh, if you're mentally ill, you're going to go shoot people up. There are a lot of people who are mentally ill who will never pick up a gun. Because they themselves are too afraid of what they'll do to themselves rather than another person.
Yep. So, that's what gets me.
Yeah.
That's what gets me riled up in the morning.
Yeah.
But then
I lose sleep at night. But then there are days like Saturday, yesterday actually, where we had an amazing time.
Yeah.
Because my dad and I planned a surprise birthday thing for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we took her out to MGM.
Disney's Hollywood Studios.
It is still MGM, damn it.
It's Disney's Hollywood
It's
Studios.
It's MGM. Don't mess me up. It's MGM. It will forever be MGM.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Did Star Tours. Did Launch Bay.
Yep, we went to the Launch Bay.
There's really nothing to do at that park. That's what's killing me right now.
There's a lot to do.
Not really.
Kind of. Toy Story Mania.
There's 4 main rides there. Yeah. It kills me.
June 30th.
And you can't get on any of them.
June 30th.
Oh, there's going to be one more.
2 more.
Oh.
2 more.
Yeah.
Plus, when they open Star Wars Land.
Mm-hmm. When they open up Galaxy's Edge, I hope to God they're putting in something big.
They're putting in a couple of big things. Mm. They keep saying.
I hope.
One of them's a Millennium Falcon ride.
At
least the rumors say. And we actually did something really cool, which I'd never done it before. Have you? Ever done anything like that before?
Really?
You don't have to look at me like I'm stupid. I'm trying to be nice. I know the answer, but...
Then why are you asking me?
Because I wanted to get your reaction, because it's always funny. We did what is called a dessert party. So a bunch of the parks have... all the parks have
Star Wars Galactic
dessert party. In particular. Did you know there's actually dessert parties at each of the parks for their fireworks?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. So there's one at Epcot.
What's that one, though? Does that have a theme?
It's like around the world.
Yeah. Do you know where it is?
I think it's in the land.
Ah, fuck the land. Okay.
I want to say it's in the land. I want to say, because I just started like looking it up.
Whatever.
But theirs is all about the worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, you try desserts from each of the worlds at that dessert party, and like food from that part from each of them. So yeah, Animal Kingdom has one for their show. Magic Kingdom has a huge one.
I'm sure they do.
That one's like really big, and you actually can sit during that one.
Oh, that's nice. Well, we sat during this one.
Well,
not during the party though.
Yeah. No, well, you can't sit during the party, but during the
show
fireworks, they have actual seats.
Oh, that's neat
for their party. Well, with the dessert party, you get special seating for the fireworks at the park.
Yeah, so this one, if you've been to Hollywood Studios in the last, few
Couple
years or
months.
whatever, because I don't think that this spot was there before they took down the hat, right?
No.
But the hat's been gone for like
a year, maybe 2.
The hat's been gone for like 5, 7 years.
Hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, huh? I'm telling you. When did they take the hat down?
No, I thought that was recent.
When did they take the hat down in Hollywood Studios?
Well, either way, that's when they got the fireworks.
Take the hat down. Take the hat down.
What did it say you said?
The heart. Take the hat down. When did they take the hat down? Farewell to Hollywood Studios. Big hat. Never mind, I was wrong. It's only been 3.
I told you. It hasn't been that long.
It's 2015.
But what they did, because now they have 2 fireworks shows. Well,
January 7th of 2015, so it's been gone 3 years.
Yeah. So I knew it wasn't that long.
Anyway, if you haven't been there in the past 3 years, then I think that they added that upper part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they took out the hat, they added that. Oh no, or was the stage? Oh.
No, the stage was never there.
Hey, and they took down the stage. They take the stage away during the fireworks show, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't even notice that they took the stage down.
Yeah.
Weird. They have a stage.
Disney magic.
They have a stage.
They have a Star Wars stage.
Yeah, they have like a Star Wars stage, and so they do like.
They do 2 shows there.
Yeah.
And one is like the March of
the First Order. Get to see Phasma.
Yeah, really cool. The second one is like the bad guys.
Yeah, they got Vader.
Darth Maul,
Phasma,
Kylo,
yeah.
Rey, and Wookiee.
Yeah, they got Rey and they got Chewbacca. Yeah, and then they all kind of process out and whatnot. Yep. But
that's really cool when they do it.
There's like this big concrete slabbed area that's like raised up a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like maybe a foot higher or something like that. Yeah. 1 feet, 2 feet higher than the rest of the ground there, and this area gets reserved for this
for the dessert party.
For the dessert party, and so it's this raised up area is right in front of the Chinese theater.
Yeah.
So their fireworks show, it's really a 2-part thing. So one part's the fireworks show.
Yep, and then the first part though is
the other part is
it's like Disney memories.
No.
Magic.
No, I'm saying the 2 parts of the actual show. There's the firework bit, and then there's the bit that's projected onto the front of the Chinese theater.
I got what you're saying.
But there are 2 different shows. There's a Disney Memories show, right?
Which is super sweet. I liked it.
And then there's a Star Wars show. Yeah. Star Wars Galactic Spectacular or something like that. So. With this dessert party, you get that special area for both the memories and the Star Wars show.
Yeah,
and they happen within
minutes of each
other.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
you think?
No, I think we had like.
Yeah, I think it's because I think the one ended at like 8:15.
5.
I think it ended at like 8:05, and the next one started at 8:15.
Yeah, so I think it ran like 10 minutes.
It was like 10 minutes in between the 2 shows.
But it was wonderful.
Yeah, the first one doesn't have fireworks.
No.
But
it's all lasers and...
Yeah, there's lasers and it's projected onto the...
Yeah, projected onto the Chinese theater and...
That fucking place was packed. When I stood up and actually looked at all the people that were behind us, I'm like, ah!
It would have been bad to watch from there, right?
Yeah, it would have been awful. Yeah. We would have been standing the whole time too.
And plus I'm too short to see anything then. Yeah. But it was nice because we actually sat on the ground. Mm-hmm. People were laying on the ground in front of us.
Yeah, that was neat. I was hoping that tempted. People were going to like sit down and stuff.
People like sat and laid down, had their backpacks used as pillows. Just enjoyed it.
There was a little ledge there, so we just kind of sat on the ledge,
which was fun.
Yeah, it was neat. But the actual like dessert party part of it was in the launch bay.
Yes, it was.
So they set up a bunch of like cocktail tables, and we just kind of had to stand around them. Yeah. That part sucked because we'd been standing literally all day.
Yeah.
So, but but they had some.
They had a bunch of desserts.
Yeah, a bunch of desserts and like some appetizer things.
Yeah.
So
the sabers were my favorite.
They had what was the it was like flatbread that they had like fire roasted flatbread.
It wasn't flatbread, was it? It was
yeah, it was like flatbread.
Pita.
Yeah, flatbread pita, it's same difference.
But yeah, they had the fire roasted sea salted.
Yeah, pita. It was good.
And that was really
good.
And
then there was a
and then they had what they
red pepper hummus, right?
Yeah.
Red pepper hummus.
Which was good.
And some sort of black bean dip with sriracha.
No, black bean hummus with sriracha.
Okay. Both of those were pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of enjoyed those. And then they had some
olives.
Olives, yeah, these little...
They were called sabers. I loved it.
Toothpicks with stuff on them.
With cheese and olive or cheese and tomato.
Yeah, it was...
and then there was...
It was either cheddar and olive or tomato and mozzarella,
provolone.
Right? Oh, tomato and provolone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they also had grape sabers.
Mm-hmm.
And watermelon sabers.
Yeah, I ate like 5 of those.
They were good.
Yeah. The first batch I found, I picked out a couple of them, and I ate like 2 of them, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is some shitty watermelon. Like it wasn't that great. And then I saw that they came out with a new batch of them. I picked some of those up, and I was like, oh yes, this is watermelon. It was nice and sweet. So I had like 5 of them after that.
Oh. And then so that was one that was like on the right when you entered, and on the left was all the desserts.
Yeah, if you've been to the launch bay in Hollywood Studios, it's a so like you walk in and then there's like the Chewie the Chewie meet and greets to the left, the Kylo Ren meet and greets to the right, and then like way over to the right, past the Kylo Ren one, is like this big open area, and that's pretty much where they put all this shit. So
what are you doing?
Over there by the sabers and whatnot, they had drinks,
like non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, lemonades,
which also
teas and stuff.
With these dessert parties, it's unlimited cocktails and drinks.
Yeah, unlimited cocktails and drinks, which is nice. So they had beer, wine, and actual cocktails.
Yeah.
Over there by the non-alcoholic drinks, they had. This guy was making Nutella that was defrozen.
It was Nutella. They were called Nutella.
Flash frozen.
Flash frozen Nutella truffles. Oh my god.
So he was using like liquid nitrogen to freeze it. Yeah, flash freeze it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that part. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I thought that was good.
I started off with like a margarita.
Yeah.
And then I think
someone grabbed that really nasty one.
Your daddy grabbed that one.
It was just so sweet. It was like papaya and something else, and it was just too sugary for me. So I ended up drinking a margarita.
Yeah, so they had like margaritas that had watermelon lemonade in them. They were all right.
Is that what I had?
Yeah. That's what was making them.
That's what it was?
Yeah, that's what was making them like.
Okay, you're gonna fall, dog. Please stop.
That was making them pink. But what they really needed was a salt rim.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's no salt rim.
No, there was no salt rim.
No, it needed it desperately.
Yes, it did.
So I just had beer after that. But
and then they had also had a couple of the drinks that we didn't try.
Yeah, they had like 4 signature drinks.
Yeah, and I only tried one. I only drank one.
And then
you're turning me.
All of the turn. The dessert table had a bunch of stuff on it. So like there were like there was a little chocolate cake, there was like a little orange cake.
There were 3 types of cupcakes.
Yeah, 3 types of cupcakes.
There was the vanilla.
Uh-huh.
Which I think was BB.
Okay.
There was the lemon.
Okay.
And then there was the chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah, the chocolate peanut butter one. That had like a little Darth Vader on the top.
Yeah, it was Darth Vader's chocolate peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. And it was like a little chocolate Darth Vader that they had on the top there, and that was really good.
Oh my god, that was good.
That one was really good. Yeah. Might have been one of the best ones there.
Oh, I fully have to agree with you.
I was actually very partial to the Darth Maul red velvet brownies, though.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that those were really good.
Okay.
Like really good. So it was like just a long brownie, and then they had like I think it was what are the M nuts? Macadamia. Yes. They had like little shards of macadamia nuts that were like poking out of like his horns. Yeah. So I just like took the macadamia. Well, I ate the macadamia nuts, but anyway, that I liked the
you
brownies.
Like those?
Yeah, I really
think
like
my favorite dessert, because they also had panna cotta, which I love normally, but it was just vanilla panna cotta that was dyed blue. Still pretty good. There wasn't anything like bad.
Nah, I think it was all good.
I really liked the bread pudding.
I didn't have any of the bread pudding.
Ooh, it was like moon something bread pudding. I'm not, you know me, I'm not a huge bread pudding person.
Was it Forest Moon of Endor bread pudding?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember, but it was something moon of bread pudding, and it had like nuts on it and Oreo pieces mixed into it, and all this, and marshmallows, not mushrooms, marshmallows, so a bunch of stuff. And I'm trying to remember what else. But yeah, I got just a little bit of it because it was very, very sweet.
Yeah.
With some vanilla ice cream and more Oreo pieces.
Sweet.
And it was awesome. Oh, and pretzels.
Oh, there's pretzels in it too?
There's pretzels in it too. So it had a nice sweet, salty going on. Lots of texture. It was really good. But the whole thing was good.
If you're like really into, like, if you want to go there, and if you're going to Hollywood and you're going to drink quite a bit, I would definitely like do this like heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
I think that it was.
I would go again. I thought
mean,
it was
I really
so
think
much fun.
I really think that it was worth it for the special spot for the show. Anyway,
for the show.
So, especially since that's the first time that we had seen that show.
Yeah, and if you guys know me, I tear up very easily at stuff that is slightly emotional. During the first one, I teared up because it was really sweet to see all those memories of like old movies that you forgot that you grew up with, and
there was like
Mary
big,
Poppins.
Big Mary
I'm huge
Poppins
into Mary
part
Poppins.
of it.
I love Mary Poppins.
They even had like smaller Disney movies that they had just like showed like little clips of.
Oh yeah,
and even the
Doorknobs and Broomsticks was one of those.
Did you see the they did Hocus Pocus?
I saw that really fast.
I saw that one.
It was fast, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one on there. It was good.
It was super sweet, and I loved it, and I cried. And then Star Wars came up, and they had basically a whole part of it tributed.
They had the whole. Yeah, that was really nice.
And I cried. I love
the middle part of the Chinese theater. So it's like the tallest middle part of there. They were showing like all the major villains, and like they did Darth Vader from like ground to all the way to the top of that thing. Yeah. So I mean,
was intimidating.
Maybe 40 feet high,
tall, Darth.
And they gave him the Rogue One treatment, where all you hear is just,
and then all around you too.
Like they like there's speakers all around, and then you're like, and then all of a sudden you just see the lightsaber out to the side, and then they light him up, and I'm like, oh my god, it was so amazing.
And then
Kylo comes out, and he's like, you know, I killed my dad because he made me take out the trash, things like that.
No emo Kylo.
Emo Kylo Ren
Kylo Ren.
My god, that is a great. Whoever does that, I commend them because they're gold. They're gold.
Yeah. Like it was so yesterday we re-met Kylo. We went to go see him again. And I've been telling everyone about my theory about him. Because I fully believe this is going to happen. Because I don't think Kylo killed his father.
He fucking did.
No, I think Han, he said, "Father, help me." I think Han turned it on.
No.
Or Han helped him to turn it on.
No.
Because we don't see the hands. We never saw his hands.
But then Han sits there and like puts his hand out to him. It's fucking... No, Han did not do that to himself.
He may have.
No.
We don't know that. But I don't think that Kylo Ren is the bad guy of this story. I think he's going to be the savior.
We'll find out in the next one. I can't even get into this.
I mean it. He's going to be the savior of the rebellion.
He might. I'm not going to argue that point. But if you're going to sit there and say, like, you know, oh, because none of it was his fault.
No, because we see in the first one, he goes,
it was Han that killed himself. Like, I'm not doing that with you.
He goes first to Han, help me. And then with Rey, and they're fighting together. We have never seen that in a Star Wars film of a bad guy fighting with a good guy.
Yeah. But then he still has a temper tantrum at the end and wants to kill Luke.
Well, that's because of what Luke did to him all those years ago.
Yeah, and
Luke tried to kill him.
Okay, but you could also look at the same thing like fucking... This is what I really liked about Kylo in The Last Jedi.
I love Kylo Ren, I'm sorry.
Is that...
I believe
he finally sits there and he's like... well, my dad didn't believe in me, my master didn't believe in me, and now the master that I killed, I didn't kill my last master, but, not at that point.
Oh, no. He's like, well, and my new master doesn't believe in me.
He's like, well, my last master didn't believe in me, my new master doesn't believe in me, so, fuck that guy. And so that I was really like, oh, he's finally taking it into his own hands. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, his whole life he's kind of sat there and been like, kind of like a disappointment for everyone.
Well, he's seen himself as a disappointment.
I think that he himself is seeing that disappointment in others.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that he is a disappointment to his parents or anything.
No, I think his parents love him.
But I think that he really felt that way. And so he was just like, I think that he was just fed up with, because Snoke was fucking on his ass the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Just being like, you're not good.
You're stupid.
You're not good enough. I want Rey because Rey is powerful.
He's the whole time he's like, Rey's better than you. Rey's better than you.
And so he was like, you know what? I've done all this shit for you. Go fuck yourself, and kills him. Okay.
Yeah.
And I really like, that's a pretty childish thing to do. Just kill somebody because.
Well, okay. If you've been put down your whole life and told you're not good enough, and so you finally have that breakdown of, you know what? I am good enough, and I'm gonna prove
He's still doing it for himself, though. It's still selfish. He killed Snoke for a selfish reason.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't do it to help anybody.
No.
He didn't do it to help Rey.
Hell no.
He did it to help himself. It was still selfish. That's what I'm getting at.
No.
It was still selfish.
But I still find it interesting that he thinks very logically about things.
Yeah.
Which is a very Jedi way to think.
No.
He's very logical about things.
I don't think that any Jedi has been logical.
Really?
Throughout the entire...
Yoda was logical. Obi was logic.
No.
They were all like, we must do this because of this.
No. That's not logic. That is faith. We must do this because we are Jedi and we have to do it this way because blah, blah, blah. The sacred texts. Okay? Did Luke have to turn off his force and go live in the waste? No, he didn't have to. He could have sat there and fought. But no, that's what Jedi Masters do. They leave and they go exile themselves. That's what they do. Yoda did it.
Fail.
Obi-Wan did it. They all do that. When they fail, they go exile themselves. That's what happens. Okay? And then eventually, Rey will fail and she'll go exile herself. And
I don't think she's going to be a Jedi.
And it will continue and go on.
I don't think she's going to be a Jedi.
And if Kylo switches back to being a Jedi, because he was a Jedi and then he was a Sith, and if he goes back to being a Jedi, guess what? He'll fail and he'll go do it, and he'll go find an island and suck on some green milk. Okay? That's what he will do. That's what Jedis do.
Oh, the green milk.
If you don't think so, fight me.
No, I don't. But I'm sorry, I don't think because the
Except
way
for
that
you can't fight me.
I think that Rey's the bad guy.
Oh, she might be. We'll just have to see.
Because she was fighting emotionally. She was fighting with her
She's
emotions.
always fought emotionally.
Exactly.
Everything
and that's been bad. When we see that,
everything that she has done throughout the entire new trilogy has been about her emotions.
Yes. When we see, but the only other character that we've ever seen that uses emotion was Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
The Sith have always given into your emotion, given to your fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Sith thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rey is a Sith.
Here is a counterpoint.
While Kylo
Hold
is
on.
the Jedi.
Here's a counterpoint. Luke goes off on an island, reconnects with the Force, but kind of doesn't really reconnect with the Force, but he cuts himself off from it, and he finally understands what the Force is once he cuts himself off.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. What if Rey will be the first person to understand the Force and actually bring balance to it?
So you mean she's the prophesized one?
What if Rey's really the prophesized one? Because, like, if we're, like, let's go back to the prequels. Let's go back to prequels.
I hate prequels.
Okay? I hate the prequels, but
they
exist.
This. We have to.
They exist, and so we have to put them canonically, you know, we have to bring things from them. Okay, to explain things
because they say that Anakin is the prophesized one.
So they say that he's the chosen one. He's supposed to bring balance to the Force. Why would he bring balance to the Force? He doesn't understand it really.
No, he was a child
and the Jedi's idea of balance to the Force is
all light, no dark.
All light, no dark. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
The prequel Jedis are all light, no dark, fuck the dark, kill the dark.
Dark is evil, dark
is evil. You should only be like this.
Yeah.
Guess what? That is just as bad as the bad guys. If you were sitting there,
all dark, no light.
If you're the good guy and you're sitting there and you'd be like, only this good part can exist.
Yeah.
None of the bad part can exist. Yeah. Then what's there to fight for? What's there to keep it? What's there to keep at bay? If everyone's perfect, then what's the problem? What is the Force there for?
Yeah.
If there's no evil to fight against, what are you there for?
Yeah.
Just get the fuck out of here. Don't do a temple. Just
go
live your lives, because there's nothing bad to ever happen again.
Yeah.
If that's the way.
Go have kids and get married and shit.
Right. And then here Luke comes, and they've wiped out, all of the Jedi except for 3 of them, and it's still, the dark side still exists, even though they pretty much killed it with, Vader kills Sidious, and then Vader dies. Those were the last 2 Sith in the whole damn galaxy.
Or we think.
Or so we think.
Because there's, what's his name?
Snoke.
Where the fuck does he come from?
I don't know. We got to figure that out. But you have, let's just say, Luke was instrumental in getting rid of Vader and Sidious. Well, he should have brought balance to the Force. Obviously not, because his own fucking Padawan switches to the dark side.
Well, that's after...
No, you can't just blame Snoke on that.
No, that's not why. It's after Luke tries to kill him.
Well, why would Luke try to kill him?
Luke says he tried to kill him because he saw the darkness in him.
Why would he try to kill him if he just saw darkness in him?
I don't know.
You can't have a perfect world. You can't have this perfect Jedi world. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. And I think that Rey is going to be the first one to actually find that out. She's going to sit there and say, look, this hasn't worked before, and it ain't going to work now.
Well, then she might be the first great Jedi.
Luke, she may be the only true Jedi.
The Grey Jedi.
The Grey.
She might start the Grey with Kylo.
Boom. Star Wars.
Star Wars 9.
Star Wars 9.
Grey Jedi.
Grey Jedi.
Because we haven't seen the Grey Jedi.
The Force does not work with only the light side. The Force works with both sides.
Yeah.
There cannot be light without dark.
No.
When you're talking about the Force.
And if you... Alfie, please don't. Can you just stay on the table? But that's the problem. The Jedi think it's all light.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're right. Maybe Rey and Kylo will start the Grey Jedi.
I'm just saying.
Because there was a line that he said. Kill the past if
you have to. Boom! It's going to happen now.
I hope so.
Oh, it's going to happen now. See?
So.
But here's the thing. Yeah. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be upset. Because I'm not going to be one of these guys who's like, fuck them. Star Wars is great. It is always great, no matter what.
Han Solo movie might be a little bit of a disappointment. But otherwise, it's great.
I'm going to love it. I'm going to love every fucking second of it.
I'm just scared of it.
You can be cautiously optimistic.
I am. I think that's what I am.
But I'm not scared of it. I think it's going to be good.
I want it to be good.
It's going to be good.
I want it.
They have not made a bad decision yet. So.
No, they haven't. They've done really good with it.
Yeah. If any of my friend group says The Last Jedi was bad, fight me. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fucking fight.
No,
it's so good. Last Jedi was great.
Last Jedi was
great.
I loved it.
Fucking
I like the porgs now. I used to hate the porgs. Now I like them. They're so cute.
Well, they're puffins, so.
They're little puffins. How can you hate a puffin?
You can't
the
hate
puffins are so cute.
All right, guys. Well, this was...
I love you.
I know. This is the signature podcast from The Prolonged Engagement. You can find us here every single Monday at noon on youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show. Or you can find us at our website at theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to this show in audio format on your favorite podcasting service, including Overcast. See, I remembered it this time. All right, guys. Until next week.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3,